They can't be married to one another. I need to separate them. So I'm going to now, for example, say, okay, let's increase now my chrominance, right? So I have this chrominance master. So look what happens. As I'm increasing the saturation, right? I'm increasing the color level. I'm getting much more saturated, but the color still feels like it's part of the image, right? And you know, like I'm getting very similar results if I'm using curves, if I'm using saturation dial, if I'm using, you know, then again, there is this kind of slicer in DaVinci, but it doesn't work on log very well. So like, anyway, so look, so then basically, so look, so this is now my saturation using the FarbSättiger. And this is basically the saturation, right? And look at the difference. Look at the difference. Look how this really feels more natural. And you know, when you actually do the math and you start really, and you understand, you know, how you're splitting your hue and what happens, you just understand that 12 is just such a magic number, because it's just it just really, like, you know, has a certain harmonious way how it's separating the whole hue, right? So basically that's why I have 12, because I'm just finding that these transitions from color band to color band are happening in a like much more in a more logical way as well. I'm going for a very high saturated image. All I'm doing is just protecting the skin from being affected by this saturation. So look at this. So I basically, this is the normal saturation. Now look, I'm increasing the saturation, right? And what I did is I have just basically with my overall luminance mixer, right? Luminance, chrominance master, I have increased the color, but in a very perceptual way, in a way, what would happen if we were to emit more saturated color of screen or an object or something like that.